There has been no end to the variety of freakish monsters created for films, TV, games, and printed media over the years. Godzilla and King Kong both have franchises overfilling with out-of-this-world creatures of all shapes and sizes. But possibly none so bizarre as Titanus Amhuluk, a savage beast mentioned by name in Godzilla, King of the Monsters, detailing that the monster was located in Russia, and then going on to show up in Godzilla Dominion, and took on fan favorite Titan Behemoth, coming out on top. This video will break down all there is to know about this unique monster, and how it came very close to putting an end to one of everyone's favorite titans. Monster Breakdown, Titanus Amhuluk. Let's get to it. Like many of the titans of the monsterverse, Titanus Amhuluk's name is based off of a mythological creature in our real world. The Kalapuya, a native tribe located in Oregon, told stories of this strange swamp creature, describing it as dragon-like in appearance, but with fur, spots, horns, and potentially naked legs. The creators of the monsterverse Amulek decided to go with a design based less on a standard western four-legged dragon, instead creating a monster whose body is nearly unidentifiable and resembles nothing else in the monsterverse shown so far. The ancient myth of Amulek does share one trait with the monsterverse version though, that being that both creatures are associated with swamps, fog, disease, toxicity, and drowning. The nickname for the beast being Inundator, which when simplified means to be consumed by water in a swamp-like environment. One look at Amulek's body and you can see how the wetlands and swamps of the world are its perfect home, and a large reason why the monster attempted to take the Amazon forest from Behemoth as its own territory. Amulek is easily the most evil-looking and out-of-place creature in the monsterverse, that usually tends to aim its creatures towards semi-realistic designs that embody the natural world. This monster's body appears to be made from vegetation and vine-like materials though, but everything else about its look makes it appear to be a monster from hell rather than a giant living biological creature. The black, blue, and gray colors of the beast help it blend into the murky waters that it likes to call home, and its glowing bright yellow eyes with no pupils give it a stare that could put fear into the eyes of the bravest souls. Its body is covered in something that looks like a type of ivy, or like a system of roots, and its hind legs ended in what appear to be massive root balls that you would find with most vegetation. On its head are four strange appendages that are to this day a mystery to monarch scientists, but some believe they help the monster with its telekinetic powers that keeps its body together. Its terrifying face also has a lengthy tongue that extends out from its mouth, and ends with what appears to be some sort of stinger. From inside its mouth, a blue hue always glows, showing that the monster may have some radioactive qualities similar to Godzilla. Artist Drew Johnson, who created the design for Amulek in Godzilla Dominion, states that Amulek itself is nothing more than a head and maybe a spine. The rest of its body is held together with its telekinetic powers and is made from all sorts of logs, branches, and any sort of underbrush that a monster can find in the forests of the world. The blue veins found all over Amulek are said to be toxic in nature, and are used to help fuse together the entirety of its bizarre body. Its arms are mighty, and they each have oddly human-like hands that allow Amulek to grab a hold of its enemies, and to make a fist for hand-to-hand combat strikes. These arms dealt massive damage to Behemoth, shattering one of his tusks, and knocking the monster out cold with one well-aimed punch. With that said, let's move on to the monster's stats, abilities, and flaws. There are no official height and weight details on Amulek, but let's make our guesstimations. Comparing the monster to Behemoth and Godzilla in Dominion, you can see that it is quite smaller, likely around 300 feet tall, and possibly weighing around 50,000 to 70,000 tons. It's likely that its body never retains a consistent weight due to its body being made from vegetation and biological matter that changes in weight as it dries and becomes waterlogged. Just because Amulek looks like this right now doesn't mean the monster will retain that look over time. How would you design your Amulek monster? Let us know in the comments. Amulek is a hostile titan that aims to take what it wants, so therefore, the monster has incredible strength. While the only attacks seen from this monster are physical strikes aided by its telekinetic powers that extend its limbs out with snapping force, the blows are insanely crippling. A real-life creature that may share a similar power is the mantis shrimp, said to have the planet's fastest punch. The shrimp is able to extend its spring-loaded arms out so fast that it delivers as much force as a small caliber bullet, killing its prey in one well-aimed punch. Remember, this is a tiny sea creature, so scale that up to kaiju size and throw in telekinetic powers, and it makes perfect sense how Amhuluk can get away with only simple strike attacks. No clear flaws were shown from Amhuluk. However, it's likely the beast will not do well in more dry environments like plains and deserts. And as violent as it can be, Amhuluk seems to be quite the coward, running away from Godzilla without even attempting to give him a fight after bullying Behemoth. And bully Behemoth it did. After awakening in Russia, the monster must have slowly made its way across the continent and into the Atlantic Ocean, then swimming all the way to South America and to the planet's largest and richest waterlands, the Amazon. Behemoth had already claimed the Amazon as its territory, and even began to regrow the forest that had been destroyed. Amhuluk could care less about helping out and getting along with the local populace, but the rivers and forests of the Amazon would have practically allowed Amhuluk to live its best life, so naturally it attempted to claim the land for its own, and would have if not for Godzilla intervening. What do you think Amhuluk was going to do with Behemoth if Godzilla had not stopped it from dragging the furry beast into the water? Do you think he was going to eat him? Go on and discuss, everyone. Alright residents, so for more breakdowns, help share this video around to your friends and leave a like if you think I earned it. Amhuluk really is one of the more demonic looking monsters yet in the Monsterverse, and maybe all of Godzilla history. The look doesn't quite fit into the more grounded Monsterverse designs you usually see, but knowing the Titans can be really anything at this point only allows for more creative freedom in the future, and that's not usually a bad thing. So what do you think about Amhuluk, residents? Make sure and let me know. Alright everyone, well I hope you liked that video. Don't forget we now have our Patreon up and running, so if you want to get some extra bonus content, feel free to go check that out. Stomp the subscribe button, do all that YouTube stuff, and residents, new viewers, all of you guys, I hope you're having a good day. This has been Jacob, and I will see you next time.